Do you ever feel like you replaying a game of Monopoly where everyone else got a head start? You're doing everything right. You went to school, got a job, you pay your bills on time. Yet, when you look at your bank account, it feels like you're stuck on go, unable to pass it and collect that $200. You see others, maybe even people younger than you, buying houses, investing, and building real wealth. And you're left wondering, what's their secret? Why do most people, maybe even you, struggle to build any significant wealth before hitting 40? It's not because they're smarter or luckier. It's because they understood a few fundamental truths about money that the rest of us were never taught. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on those secrets. This isn't about shaming you or making you feel bad. It's about waking you up. Because the biggest financial mistake isn't a bad investment. It's believing you still have plenty of time. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see exactly what's been holding you back and what you can do, starting today, to change your financial future forever. Let's get real for a second. The traditional financial advice we've all been fed is broken. It was designed for a different era, for our parents' generation. Go to college, get a good job, work for 40 years, and retire. Sound familiar? This path doesn't build wealth. It builds a life of dependency on a paycheck. You're trading your most valuable asset, your time, for just enough money to get by. Think about your 20s. This is your decade of maximum energy and minimum responsibility. Yet, what do most people do? We spend it chasing experiences, racking up student loans, and maybe some credit card debt for good measure. We tell ourselves, I'm young. I'll worry about money later. But later is a trap. Every dollar you don't invest in your 20s could have been worth $10, $20, or even $50 by the time you're 40. We're not talking about missing out on a fancy coffee. We're talking about missing out on hundreds of thousands of dollars in compound growth. It's the financial equivalent of trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. You keep pouring water in, but the level never seems to rise. So, let's talk about the truth about money before you're 40. Your income is not your wealth. I'll say that again. Your income is not your wealth. You can make a six-figure salary and still be broke. I know people who do. Wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and, more importantly, how hard that kept money works for you. The problem is, we are programmed to be consumers, not owners. From the moment we get our first paycheck, the world is screaming at us to spend it. New car, new phone, designer clothes, expensive vacations. This is what's known as lifestyle inflation. As your income goes up, so does your spending. You get a raise, and you immediately think about how to upgrade your life, not how to upgrade your assets. This is the single biggest reason why you're still not wealthy. You're running on a financial treadmill. You're working harder and harder, earning more and more, but you're not actually getting anywhere because your expenses are keeping pace right alongside you. You are funding everyone else's wealth. The car company, the credit card company, the fashion brands, but you're not funding your own. This leads us to the money mistakes that cost you decades of progress. The first and most devastating mistake is a fear of investing. The stock market seems scary, right? It goes up, it goes down, it feels like a casino. So what do? We play it safe. We keep our money in a savings account, where it earns a measly 0.01% interest. Here's the harsh reality. Keeping your money in a savings account is not safe. It's a guaranteed loss. Why? Inflation. The prices of goods and services go up every year. If your money isn't growing faster than inflation, you are effectively getting poorer every single day. Your $100 today will buy you less stuff next year. Not investing is like choosing to slowly sink instead of learning how to swim. The second major mistake is obsession with bad debt, while ignoring the power of good debt. We're taught that all debt is evil, but successful people understand the difference. Bad debt is using a credit card to buy a TV you can't afford. Good debt is using a loan to buy an asset that generates income, like a rental property or a business. They leverage other people's money to build their own wealth, while most people are just getting crushed under the weight of consumer debt. You're using debt to buy liabilities that lose value, while the wealthy use debt to buy assets that gain value. It's a completely different mindset. The third mistake, and this one is subtle but powerful, is not investing in yourself. I'm not talking about another degree with more student loans. I'm talking about acquiring high-income skills. In today's economy, skills are the new currency. Things like sales, digital marketing, coding, content creation. These are skills that can dramatically increase your earning potential far beyond a standard yearly raise. Most people wait for their employer to train them. Wealthy-minded people are proactive. They spend their evenings and weekends learning skills that make them more valuable in the marketplace. They understand that the single best investment they can ever make is in their own ability to earn more money. Your job can disappear tomorrow, but a valuable skill set is yours forever. It gives you options. It gives you control. It allows you to break free from depending on a single employer and start creating your own income streams. This is how you stop trading time for money and start creating a system where your skills and your money work for you. So, what is the one thing most people completely miss about time and money? It's the urgency. We fundamentally misunderstand the power of time. Let's imagine two people. Sarah starts investing $200 a month at age 25. Ben thinks he has time, so he starts investing the same $200 a month at age 35. They both get an average 8% return and stop investing at age 65. By retirement, Sarah will have over $400,000. Ben, who started just 10 years later, will only have about $180,000. Sarah invested for 10 extra years, which is $24,000 more, but ended up with over $220,000 more in her account. That's the staggering, almost unbelievable power of compound interest. Time is a multiplier for your money. The more time you have, the less money you actually need to invest to reach your goals. Every single day you wait to start, you are making the mountain you have to climb steeper. This isn't about being perfect. It's about starting. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need a lot of money. You need to start with what you have right now. Open a low-cost index fund account. Automate a small contribution every single month, even if it's just $50. The habit is more important than the amount at the beginning. The path to building wealth before 40 is not complex, but it is countercultural. It requires you to reject the normal path. You have to be willing to live below your means so you can invest the difference. You have to be willing to learn about money instead of ignoring it. You have to see your 20s and 30s not as a decade for consumption, but as your launchpad for financial freedom. Stop the lifestyle inflation. Every time you get a raise or a bonus, pretend it never happened. Take at least half of that new money and invest it immediately. Start a side hustle. Monetize a hobby. Use your free time to build an additional income stream, no matter how small it starts. That extra $500 a month invested consistently can completely change the trajectory of your life. The feeling of being broke or behind is stressful, I know. It can feel overwhelming, but you have a choice. You can let that feeling paralyze you, or you can let it fuel you. You can be the person who, at 45, is still wondering where all the money went. Or you can be the person who, at 40, looks back and says, "I'm so glad I started when I did." The power is in your hands. It always has been. The game isn't rigged. You just need to learn the rules they never taught you in school. Start today. Your future self will thank you for it. Thanks for watching. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that challenges the way you think about money. Let me know in the comments, what's the one change you're going to make starting today? See you in the next one.